All right, let's talk about something big today. We're going to dive into a pretty fundamental shift in how the internet is being built, and more importantly, who it's being built for. This is all about what's called post-platform economics and the quest to create an internet that, finally puts us, the users, first. So we've all been hearing about this for years, right? The promise of a decentralized, user-owned internet. It sounds amazing, which leads to the big question, if it's so great, why aren't we all using it? What's the holdup? Well, it really just boils down to one simple word: complexity. Seriously, all the raw, under the hood tech that makes these decentralized networks work, well, that's been the single biggest wall keeping it from going mainstream. Okay, so let's start there. Let's look at that barrier head on. Why is all this technical stuff such a massive deal breaker for the average person? Because here's the reality. Most of us are never, ever going to want to manage our own private keys or, use a command line just to open an app. It's just not going to happen. For the foreseeable future, people are going to need a simple, intuitive layer on top, some kind of intermediary that makes these incredibly powerful networks actually usable. And that, right there, brings us to the solution. I mean, if complexity is the problem, then the answer has to be finding a way to hide it, to take all the complicated, messy parts and just tuck them behind a really simple curtain. The fancy term for this is complexity abstraction, but it's a super simple and powerful idea, right? You don't need to know how the engine works to drive the car. And that's the whole goal here, to make using a decentralized network feel just as easy and effortless as using any app on your phone right now. And this is where it gets really practical. I mean, just look at something as simple as logging in. The old way, you had to juggle these complex, kind of scary-looking private keys. The new way, you just use your Gmail account or your Apple ID. That's it. This is exactly what new tech like smart wallets and account abstraction are doing. And believe me, it is a total game changer for getting people on board. And here's the thing you got to understand. These features aren't just, nice to haves anymore. They are quickly becoming the absolute standard. Social logins, wallets that are embedded so you don't even know they're there, transactions where you don't have to pay those confusing gas fees. Without this stuff, mainstream users just aren't going to stick around. Period. So let's zoom out a little bit. Because making things easy to use, it's not just about convenience. It's actually the key that unlocks a completely different economic model for the entire internet. We are moving away from the internet that we're all used to, one that's dominated by these massive walled-off platforms, and we're heading towards something totally new. This is the beginning of the post-platform economics era. And this table just lays it all out crystal clear. Look at traditional platforms. Their goal is all about keeping you engaged to make ad money. They own your data and they lock you inside their world. But post-platform protocols, they're built for completely different reasons: utility and the ability to work with each other. In this world, you own and control your data, and the network itself is open for anyone to build on. It's a complete flip in who holds the power. So where is all this leading? Well, it's leading to what we can call the user-first economy, a digital world that's completely reoriented around the individual. Now, this is a super important point, so listen up. Making things user-friendly is not a betrayal of the core ideas of decentralization. Not at all. In fact, it's the only way those ideas can ever actually reach a global scale. The two have to go hand in hand. So these are basically the new rules of the road. First, you own your digital identity, your data, your connections, your social graph is yours. Second, the software you use is designed to serve your needs, not a corporation stock price. And third, when the network grows and becomes more valuable, that value benefits everyone who participates, not just one company's shareholders. So when you combine that simplified, easy access with a truly decentralized foundation, what you get is a practical bridge. We're creating a real pathway for millions and one day billions of people to cross over into an internet that is genuinely, finally built for them. And really, that's the ultimate vision, isn't it? It's about building the foundation for a whole new kind of digital economy, one where technology actually lives up to its promise of empowering people, creating tools that serve us instead of the other way around. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Forget the internet that's constantly trying to extract your data and lock you in. Instead, just imagine an internet that's a truly open platform for your creativity, for your community, for your business. What could you build on an internet that actually works for you?